Hello and welcome to the 2022 Motorsport Australia State Awards for New South Wales and the ACT. I'm Cameron van der Dungen and it is my pleasure to be here with you this evening, and a special hello to everyone watching on at our designated function space in Sydney. I'd like to begin tonight by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we are all watching from tonight, and pay our respects to elders past and present. It's been another year of amazing motorsport action in New South Wales and the ACT, and we can't wait to celebrate the many achievements from an exciting 2022. Tonight we'll hear from many of our award winners, and we can't wait to share their stories and enjoy what was a great season of motorsport. Before we go any further, I'd like to introduce Motorsport Australia President Andrew Fraser to officially get things underway this evening.
Thanks Cameron, and good evening all. I want to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the lands on which we're gathering tonight. I also want to acknowledge New South Wales directors to the Motorsport Australia Board, both Graham Emerton, retiring at the end of 2022, and we welcome John Thompson to the board of Motorsport Australia. I also want to acknowledge Coral Taylor, resident in New South Wales, who's a valued member of the Motorsport Australia Board, and Darren Barlow as the chair of the State Council, and indeed all council members, everyone here gathered tonight. New South Wales is a great home of motorsport in our country. It hosts many great events, including in a very short time the first round of the Supercars Championship for 2023 with the new Gen 3 chassis on display. It's going to be a great event, a great weekend. It's going to kick off a great year of motorsport in New South Wales. I also want to thank Shannons, our naming rights partner for tonight. Shannons Insurance has been a wonderful partner for Motorsport Australia through thick and thin and for a number of years now, and they really make tonight possible for all of you. As we look ahead, we're about to release a new strategic plan. The board's been considering that and looks to chart a course for the future for motorsport in this country. We look at the opportunities for growth. We're about to see the biggest ever Australian Grand Prix, something that many of us are looking forward to. And that's a signal of the growth of motorsport, the interest in motorsport, and in particular interest from young people, from people from all walks of life. And as we look for a future for motorsport, we want to get more people involved, more people enjoying motorsport more often. So as we look ahead, we've got to deal with some challenges as well. As ever, that means making sure that our sport is as safe as possible, as safe as it can be, using the best of technology, using rules that make sense for our sport. And we need to deal with the challenges around the environment to make sure that our sponsors and governments who work with us and support us, who provide the money to help make motorsport happen, have their views heard, and we can look to the future. Ultimately, the future for motorsport in Australia is bright. It's because of people like you who dedicate your time, who compete, who organise events, that the sport exists in this country. It exists for the benefit of all of you, and I want to wish you all the very best for tonight.
Thank you, Andrew. It's certainly an exciting year ahead for motorsport. Before we move on to our many awards tonight, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our newest Motorsport Australia affiliated clubs in New South Wales and the ACT, who joined us over the past 12 months. Congratulations and welcome to everyone from the following clubs: Heritage Nissan Canberra Region Incorporated, the Glen Innes Motorsports Club Incorporated, Australian Drift Club Incorporated, X19 Australia Proprietary Limited, Audi Club Sydney Incorporated. It's a pleasure having you with us this evening and for many years to come, no doubt. Let's stick with clubs and celebrate some wonderful milestones for a number of our Motorsport Australia affiliated car clubs based in both New South Wales and the ACT. Firstly, 2022 was a 10-year milestone year for 3 clubs. They are HSV Owners Club of ACT, incorporating HDT. New South Wales 86/BRZ Car Club Incorporated. Road and Track Drivers Club Incorporated. A fantastic effort, congratulations. Next, we celebrate a club who has been with us for 25 years. Well done to the Singleton Classic Car Club Incorporated. Well done to all those milestone clubs, and in fact, well done to all Motorsport Australia affiliated car clubs who do so much for motorsport in New South Wales and the Australian Capital Territory. Now let's move our focus to the events that make this sport so great. It's now my pleasure to announce the 2022 State Motorsport Event of the Year for New South Wales. And our winner is the Bathurst Light Car Club for its highly popular speed weekend featuring the Conrod Straight Super Sprint and Mountain Straight Hill Climb. Every year, the BLCC hold the highly popular speed weekend at the famous Mount Panorama. Everyone loves the event as they get the chance to compete on Conrod Straight and Mountain Straight, allowing them to drive on half the circuit over 2 days. The event had not been run for 2 years due to COVID restrictions, and this year's event was extremely well attended by competitors from all around the country. It brought competitors from Queensland, Victoria, South Australia, as well as all over New South Wales, with an equally large variety of motor vehicles, promoting club motorsport on Mount Panorama. Let's hear now from BLCC President Mick Tuckey on behalf of the event organisers.
Good afternoon. In the first instance, I would like to acknowledge the work and efforts contributed by Helen MULHOLLAND, our Motorsport Australia delegate, in nominating the Bathurst Light Car Club Ausloan's 2022 annual Speed Weekend event for this prestigious award. Thank you, Helen. I'm both honoured and pleased as the President of the Bathurst Light Car Club to receive this award on behalf of our great club in recognition of the excellence in the delivery of our successful 2022 Ausloan Speed Weekend as we evolve from COVID restrictions and move forward. Bathurst Light Car Club has just reached a magic milestone in our life, celebrating 70 years in continual operation. BLCC has been around longer than CAMS, which has now moved to Motorsport Australia. This event is very popular and competitor numbers are looking favourable to return to the good old pre-COVID levels. In past year, competitors have come from near and far, attracted to the Mount to have a chance for serious play. They come from many areas, from South Australia, Victoria, Queensland and beyond, and many places in between. The weekend's program allows competitors a chance firstly on the Saturday to try their skills and talent in the super sprint, running down Conrod Straight from just below the car club, through the chase, around Murray's Corner and finishing on the big race start line. The second day, Sunday, gives them a chance to stretch their legs on the famous Mountain Straight Hill Climb, 1.2 kilometres of adrenaline rush, from the bottom winery gate up through turn 2 into the cutting, past Reed Park and Suleiman Park, finishing just adjacent to the police compound, then returning into McPhillamy Park pit area. It will and must be appreciated that Mount Panorama Circuit, as most know it, is as well also a public road and accordingly takes a great deal of organisation and cost to deliver our events, and we are very proud of our reputation over the years for our achievements. There are approximately 35 residents who accept and support the club by virtue of our respect for them and obliging with access to and from their properties throughout our activities. The quality of events and subsequent great outcomes do not come easy, and this must be attributed to the support and dedication we, as a club, get from our many volunteers, both members and non-members, who love motorsport. The competitor support is also paramount as a major factor not to be overlooked. We cannot thank both sectors enough, specifically and sincerely hope that they all got some satisfaction and buzz out of their efforts over the weekend. We're looking forward to this year's event, which will hopefully be bigger, with a variety club from South Australia bringing over a contingent of cars to compete in conjunction with our event. We're currently looking at this moment to delivering the first 2 rounds of the New South Wales State Hill Climb Championship for 2023 for the enjoyment of competitors. It should be another high-class event. Our members take pride in our reputation for quality and professional events. Once again, I thank you on behalf of the Bathurst Light Car Club.
Congratulations to Mick and the entire Bathurst Light Car Club for their efforts. Now it's time to move on to New South Wales' championship winners for 2022. Each award winner this evening was given the opportunity to provide a video message, and we are extremely grateful to those who were able to share their messages with us. For those who couldn't, don't worry, we'll still acknowledge your efforts and a trophy is very much on its way to you. All right, let's begin with our 2022 New South Wales Motorcar champion. It's Corinne East Johnston. Corinne has shared this video message with us tonight.
Good evening. It's very exciting to receive this award tonight. We had a fantastic championship last year. We got 8 events in throughout the year, which was really exciting after the previous couple of years. A big thanks to all of the car clubs that held the events for us and all of the officials that put the events on, director, secretary, timekeepers, and all the other club members that assisted. It's without you, we wouldn't be able to go racing. So thank you very much. Thanks also to all the other competitors. It's always great catching up and seeing you at the events. We always have a lot of fun and obviously very competitive throughout the year. So thank you. And lastly, a big shout out and thanks to Dad, Philip East, for everything he does to enable me to go racing, from preparing the car to travelling all over the countryside together. We have a great time and thank you very much, Dad. Good evening.
Congratulations, Corinne. Next, we move to our 2022 New South Wales Hill Climb Champion. And please join me in congratulating Dean AMOS. A terrific year, Dean. Well done. To the 2022 New South Wales Rally Cross Championship winner, a hearty congratulations to Lou Molina. Good on you, Lou. Now it's time to acknowledge those who performed strongly in the 2022 New South Wales Rally Championship. Starting with our outright driver winner, congratulations to Tony Sullins. And the outright co-driver winner is Kaylee Newell. We are lucky enough to have vision of Tony and Kaylee speaking at the New South Wales Rally presentation evening. Let's take a look.
2 years in a row, that's pretty good for an old fella. We didn't really set out to have any great expectations this year, and it all just sort of fell into place. We had problems. Things happened, we went rallying. The main thing was we had fun, and that's the whole bit. Our service crew, Pat, who's not, oh yeah, Pat, Darren, Jim, Paul, they came along, helped us out, got us going again when we had little problems and little niggly things going wrong all the time. Kaylee, faultless as usual. We had a great year together. Riley, Andrew, friggin' great job, man. You guys went really well. Pushed us hard all year. You're gonna have to earn it if you want it this year.
We'll try.
Yeah, we had a ball, and that's the reason I go rallying. Yes, it's good to win a trophy, but the most important thing is we go and have fun. It's my little bit of outlet for I work really hard, and it's just if I can go away and have a great weekend with some good friends, that's the most important part of the whole thing for me. So, and that I achieve that well and truly every year. So.
Thank you for the award, but a big thank you to Tony, Pinnacle Tyres, organisers, Rally New South Wales, and our crew at the back, who I rely on a lot to ensure that I know those rules back to front all the time. Tony is a phenomenal driver. He does a lot of the work, and I'm really grateful to be. I think we've been in the car together maybe 7 years, 8 years together. He has taught me a lot. From a little tiny person who, I'm still tiny actually, I haven't grown, but from a little person who would occasionally miss a page, and he was patient with me, and I couldn't ask for better. So thank you again for having me in the car, and for all our banter and for finishing my sentences. Riley, Andrew, phenomenal job. If you had won it, I would have still been just as proud as I am standing here winning it myself. So thank you.
Well done, team. Let's now move to the New South Wales Off-Road Championship, where our 2022 driver winner is David Chandler and champion navigator Jonathan Ryan. A solid year from both David and Jonathan, who have prepared these video messages for us.
Hey everyone, just want to say thanks basically firstly to the off-road community, everyone that's out there that helped put on all the events, the marshals and the volunteers and the recovery guys. Big thanks obviously goes out to my family that have helped me in the shed, especially my dad that's always beside me and does everything on the car, always here to help me, not only with the car but financially. My wife and kids, they put up with me away a lot and in the shed way too much. And obviously Jono for helping guide me literally on the track and through the year and keep me on my toes.
I'd like to also say thank you, on top of what Dave's already said, to him, Chandler Racing, especially Lloyd, giving me the opportunity to sit behind the great driver Dave Chandler and take out the championship this year. Hopefully we can do it again this year, and also thank you to my family for letting me have time away and going travelling all over the countryside. So thank you very much, Motorsport Australia, and we look forward to receiving our trophies.
And just one more big thanks, I forgot, Turner Racing Crew, Shane, Brendan and Jamie Turner. If it wasn't them guys at the last round, we wouldn't be standing here tonight, so cheers.
There were plenty of off-road class champions from the 2022 New South Wales Off-Road Championship. Please join me in congratulating them all. Brendan Turner and Guy Bauman, Rory Willis and Nathan Willis, Warren Barron and Bradley Barron, Jack and James Megalokonomis, Shane and Len Ramsey, Darren and Joshua Blackburn, Kevin Cant and Kyle Kilpin and Hugh, Michael and Patrina McLean. Well done to all and congratulations on stellar seasons. We now move to the New South Wales ACT Super Sprint Championship, where there were a number of winners throughout the 2022 season. We start off with Type 1S Racing, Sports Racing and Clubman's class, and your 2022 winner is Adam Savick. Well done, Adam. Next up, it's the 2-Type 2R Group 2F Prod Sports, and the winner for 2022 was ANDRIE Tan. Great work, ANDRIE. Moving to the Type 3R Group 3J Improved Production. Please congratulate John Nguyen. Fantastic job, John. The 2022 Type 3S Group 3D Sports Sedan winner. Give it up for your winner, Malcolm Mickle. Terrific work, Malcolm. In the New South Wales Type RR Road Registered Minor Modifications, your champion for 2022 was Luke KOVACIC.
Hi everyone out there. Yeah, this Super Sprint season was quite an interesting one for all of us in the RR Road Registered class with limited modifications. It basically came down to the last round this year. There were actually 3 of us within 1 point of each other, and then the 4th fellow Marek, who was only another 3 points behind again. So everything had to come down to the last round, which was the national round at GP Circuit of Sydney Motorsport Park. Yeah, so basically it was whoever won that was going to win the title for the year, and lucky for me, I actually bought new tyres the round before, so I was on the freshest tyres out of the competition, and it basically all just came down to tyres. So I comfortably sort of won the last round, so I'd have to thank Clinton, Nigel and Marek for the competition all year, because it was the closest I can remember in doing super sprints for the last 10 years. Yeah, and I'd also say that this year was probably the most diverse set of rounds for the whole year. We started at Wakefield Park, which unfortunately we won't be going to for this year. And then at Sydney Motorsport Park for a year, we had varying weather conditions. We had night rounds, day rounds, wet rounds, dry rounds, hot rounds, cold rounds. So yeah, couldn't ask for more. Hopefully I see all the same guys again this year for the 2023 competition. I've entered again, same car, no changes, except I'll probably start the year now with the oldest tyres since I bought mine at the end of last year. Look forward to seeing all you guys again. Cheers.
Thanks for that, Luke, and congratulations. Now the 2022 Type RM Road Registered Moderate Modified class. Give it up for your winner, Rex Yu. Good on you, Rex. Next, the Type TA Time Attack Outright winner, Nick Callis. Congratulations, Nick. It's time now to focus on our circuit racing winners for 2022. And what a year it was across a range of categories that make New South Wales State Motor Racing Championship racing so competitive. Let's begin with the 2022 Improved Production Champion, over 2 litre winner, Trevin Spiteri. Great work, Trevin. Sticking with improved production, we look at our 2022 improved production under 2 litre champion. Please congratulate Kurt McCready.
Hi, I'm Kurt McCready, and I'd like to take this opportunity to say thanks to my family and sponsors for giving me the opportunity to have such a successful 2022 season. We had a good amount of success this year, with only 1 DNF and a handful of race wins, and this propelled us forward to take home the chocolates. I'd like to thank my mum and dad for their help this year, as with our combined efforts in car prep, development and outright speed, it gave me the winning combo for both state and national titles. And lastly, I'd like to thank both the IPRA New South Wales Committee and competitors for making the Motorsport Australia New South Wales State Championship tough and challenging and worthy of defending. I can't wait for 2023. I hope to see you all there again. Cheers.
Good on you, Kurt. Moving to the 2022 New South Wales Supersports Championship, and we begin with the winner of both Class 1 and the outright championship. Please join me in congratulating Mark BRAME.
What a great year, 2022. Back in the race car for the first time in a while. Very challenging for me to get into a downforce car, and it was a lot of fun to learn and try and learn a new craft. So with a lot of help from Jeff Forshaw and Car Setup and his organisation, and Josh and the boys there, they did a great job. As we all know, in the last round, pretty challenging, had to put an engine into the car before the last 3 races, and they did a great job. Without them, it wouldn't be possible that I'd end up being the champion this year. Thanks to New South Wales Supersports for their commitment and efforts, particularly Darren and the committee that behind the scenes do a lot of work that we all know without them wouldn't be possible. Also, thank you to Peter Dungen. He's a voice of reason in a lot of situations as a driving standards observer, and he was on our side most of the time. I think on a lot of occasions he assisted everybody throughout the year. I'd also thank the sponsors, particularly Nick Kelly and Industry Clothing, and all the other sponsors. Without their support, it wouldn't be as cost effective to go racing, and that's what we all love to do. And I'd also like to thank my family for their support. Bring on 2023. Never been to Phillip Island before, so that'll be challenging for me personally, but I'm looking forward to it, and it should be a great year. Thanks very much.
Thanks and well done, Mark. Staying with the New South Wales Supersports Championship, we look at Class 2, where your winner for 2022 was Peter White. Terrific work, Peter. Now we look at the 2022 Formula Race Cars outright. Congratulations to your 2022 winner, Nathan GOTCH. Moving on to the 2022 Formula V 1600 Championship, where your winner is Craig Sparke. Congratulations, Craig. And in the Formula V 1200 Championship, please congratulate Stephen Butcher. And Stephen has sent in this video for us to enjoy tonight.
Hi guys, I'd like to thank Motorsport Australia for the trophy tonight and the recognition of the Formula V 1200 class in New South Wales. This is my 9th state title, and 7 of those have been in a car of my design and building, the Stingers. I do everything, engine and gearbox. Quite a few state titles and Australian titles. Added a few more this year. Things are pretty good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Stephen. We now move to the Formula Ford Championship, where your champion is young gun James Pizik. Well done, James. Sticking with Formula Ford, please join me in congratulating the Formula Ford 1600 winner for 2022, Dan Holohan. Heading to the 2022 Sports Sedan Championship, let's congratulate our 2022 winner, Stephen LACEY.
Hi, Steve LACEY here, the 2022 Kumho Tyres New South Wales Sports Sedan Champion. It's an honour to be here tonight and be congratulated for winning the championship. Can't be done without our sponsors, Real Dairy Australia, Lederer Group, Steve Vigers from Steve's Toy Shop, who put the car together, and my crew with Maddie and Michelle and my wife Bronwyn. Thanks everybody for chipping in and making it all happen. The Camaro couldn't be here tonight, but here it is. We look forward to the 2023 season. It was a tough year in 2022 with Brad Shields and Beryl Chet keeping us honest. Congratulations to them respectively for second and third. Bring on 2023. Cheers.
Nice work. Thank you, Stephen. Looking towards the 2022 New South Wales RX8 Cup champion, where our winner for this season was Tom Shaw. Tom has also provided us with a special message about his 2022 title.
Hey everyone, Tom Shaw here, driver of the number 21 RX8 Cup Series car. 2022, what a season for not only myself but for the team as well. We managed to bring home the state championship in the RX8 Cup and the RX8 Cup championship as a whole, so 2022 was massive for us. Starting off at Phillip Island, coming home with a clean sweep and carrying on through the season there, 6 rounds of the championship. We managed to win 3 rounds of 6, a couple of pole positions along the way. A couple of people I'd like to thank is Fuse Silver, one of my major sponsors, Tom's Auto Body, VSP Security Wholesale, Ronus Real Estate, and a bunch of other companies like Serco Brakes, Camellia Lane, and big thanks to Dad, Rickshaw Racing. Huge help with the car this year, preparation, and not only on and off track, we definitely succeeded in all areas. So massive thanks to those guys for supporting me in the 2022 season. I'd also like to say a massive thank you to Sunrise Pools for their support in 2022. Also the other winners in the RX8 Cup, Justin Barnes, second in the championship. I had a great battle with him all year, and Jack PENNACCHIA, he's doing really well, the young kid from Melbourne. So it was a pleasure racing those boys this year, and I look forward to taking them on in another season for us in RX8 Cup next year, 2023. We'll be back in the number 1 car, so I look forward to challenging for a second season, a fight for the championship. So thank you to everyone who made 2022 possible, and it's been an awesome season so far. Thanks to Dad and the team, and we look forward to going again in 23.
Well done, and thank you, Tom. Moving to the New South Wales Production Touring Championship, and your champion for 2022 is Liam CADE. Liam has taken the opportunity to share a special message about his title.
Hey everyone, it's Liam here. I'd just like to say a big thank you to all my sponsors, starting with Australian Snake Catchers, Just Straps to Go, Just Straps Restraints, Cullen's Smash Repairs, Moorbank Bodyworks, Adrian's Window Tinting, and Hunter Automotive for giving me this opportunity to race the car, and big thank you to my parents and my partner for letting me go racing. Yeah, it's been one hell of a year, and hope to see you all in 2023.
Well done, Liam. In the New South Wales Production Sports Championship, taking out the 2022 title was Stephen MOYLAN. A brilliant year. Nice job, Stephen. On to our penultimate circuit racing award now, which is the HQ Holden's Championship. And our 2022 winner is Chris MOLLE. Amazing stuff. Congratulations, Chris. Last and by no means least, we move to our final circuit category for the evening, the New South Wales Superkart Championship. And your winner of Class 1 250cc was Ilya Harpus. Well done, Ilya. We now look at our 2022 Group 2 125cc class, and a big congratulations to the winner, Lee VELLA. And finally, the New South Wales Superkarts outright Group 3 Rotax winner, which was Stuart Robertson.
Shame that we all can't be in one room together for the presentation. Hopefully next year we'll be back to normal. I'd like to accept the award for winning the New South Wales Superkarts first outright in Group 3, which is Rotax Heavy. It hasn't been an easy couple of years for everyone, but a few of us have been consistent in racing to keep up the numbers. I'd like to thank the New South Wales Superkart Club, all the officials and volunteers. I'd also like to thank my sponsors, Blackshaw Smash Repairs at Seven Hills, Hoosier Tyres, New Tools at Blackdown, and also my family for putting up with me and allowing me to go away and have fun. Thank you.
Congratulations, Stuart, and to all the 2022 champions of New South Wales. Now it's time to change pace as we move into some non-championship awards. acknowledging the amazing efforts of those who have made a significant contribution to motorsport in New South Wales and the ACT, not just in 2022, but for a long period of time. First up is the Kevin Bartlett Award, named in honour of the highly successful two-time Australian Drivers' Champion, Kevin Bartlett. The award celebrates the most outstanding circuit driver of the year. And the recipient of the 2022 Kevin Bartlett Award is Jack PENNACCHIA. Jack commits 100% of his time into the sport and is a real gentleman to all of his fellow competitors and officials. Jack promotes his sport and all his sponsors at any given opportunity, as well as speaking ever so highly of the sport and its hard-working officials. In his first full year in RX8 Cup Series, Jack finished third in the New South Wales Championship, which included a pole and a dominant victory in his Sydney Motorsport Park debut. Working on his own car, putting lots of hours into its development, Jack managed to run in the top 5 all year in what was a tremendous effort. We are lucky enough tonight to have a special message provided from Jack.
Hi everyone, it's an absolute honour to be able to accept the 2022 Kevin Bartlett Award. For me, my 2022 RX8 Cup season couldn't have gone any better. We came into the start of the season with an expectation of finishing 10th in the overall standings. I stand here today, 3rd place in New South Wales State Championship and 3rd place in the RX8 Cup National Championship. It's been a fantastic year of racing. I've had so many highs, but yet so many lows. Those lows I've learned so much from. It's been a crucial part of my racing career in my personal opinion. It's taught me so much, not just as a racing driver, but as an individual. And from last year, I learned so much from to carry on into my future in my motorsport career. Also, you have to give a massive thank you to all the people who helped and supported me throughout last year. Of course, I have to give a massive thank you to my dad for his overwhelming support once again. He's been ever since by my side since day dot. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to have the opportunity to be able to accept this award. I have to give a massive thank you to Kim for her help and support throughout the whole year. I'd like to thank all my sponsors for my 2022 season. ProMaze, Dale Patterson Motorsport, Performance Driving Australia, Revolution and VACC. It's an absolute honour once again to be able to accept this award. Thank you everyone. Have a good night.
Fantastic work, Jack. Moving on to our next major individual award, it's time to announce the Coral Taylor Award winner, which is awarded to a New South Wales or ACT-based woman for their outstanding achievement in motorsport. The Coral Taylor Award winner for 2022 is MAISIE Place. A dedicated mechanic, MAISIE spends lots of time working on her own self-built race cars and helping many other competitors in repairing theirs. She has competed in a number of disciplines, including dirt rally as both driver and navigator, as well as heading a 3-car team in the RX8 Cup. An ambassador for a variety of companies, she has raced in the RX8 Cup Series for 4 years and has steadily progressed as a driver, with many, including Australian legend John Bowe, considering her extremely fierce competition. Also helping to coach other drivers, MAISIE has been a dedicated servant to the sport. A worthy winner of a special award, and MAISIE has provided us with a special message herself.
Hi, first of all, I would like to say it's such a huge honour to be accepting an award named after Coral Taylor. Such a surreal feeling with an award named after such an inspirational woman. I never even thought it was possible for me to become a race car driver, so the things that I've achieved these past few years have been nothing short of incredible. In saying that, my motorsport career would not have been possible without the help of the team at Southeast Corries and Landscaping for helping me from the very beginning, Rick Shaw for putting together an amazing category, Nadia who jumped on board at the end of last year and have been so awesome, my parents for putting up with me somehow, Kinsey and Phil at Raceway Track Time for all the seat time they've given me and also their efforts in getting more females into motorsport, all my sponsors and of course my boss John Waterhouse for teaching me everything I know. Thank you.
Well done, MAISIE, highly deserved. We now look at a young star making massive inroads in his motorsport career and one who has a big future in the sport. It's time to name our 2022 New South Wales Future Star Award winner. And this year's recipient is Costa Taparis. A highly successful driver in karting, which included an Australian Karting Championship title in the Premier Junior category KA2, Costa has fast-tracked his development into open-wheel racing. Costa's first on-track experience was with Garth Walden Racing in a Radical, before moving to AGI Sport, where he contested the New South Wales Formula Race Car Series. During his maiden season, Costa secured a number of pole positions, race wins, podiums and fastest laps, finishing second overall to AGI Sport teammate Nathan GOTCH. Last year saw Costa get his first real taste of international racing as he represented Team Australia at the FIA Motorsport Games in the Formula 4 category, showing plenty of promise throughout the weekend. Remarkably, Costa highly impressed esteemed British team Carlin Motorsport during some test days last year and earned a seat with the team for the 2022 GB3 Championship, where he will be the youngest driver in the field at just 16 years old. Let's hear what Costa has to say about receiving this honour.
Thank you very much to Motorsport Australia for presenting me with this award, the Future Star. Thank you very much to Road and Cars for their help and support, and Mr. David Dicker for all his help. Thank you very much to Rochelle Gilmore, my manager, who has gone above and beyond for me in my career. Thank you very much to all my friends, family and other supporters, and congratulations to all the other award recipients tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, Costa, and well done to you. I would also like to take this moment to pay tribute to Costa's late father, Con Taparis, who unexpectedly passed away recently. Con was a big supporter of his son and was constantly by his side in all of his endeavours, both here, in Australia and abroad. On behalf of everyone here at Motorsport Australia, we extend our sympathies to the Taparis family. Now we look to recognise our Service Award and Service Star winners for 2022. Firstly, and in no particular order, would you please congratulate your first Service Award recipient? It's Alan Grix. Alan has been awarded a Service Award for his high level of dedication to state and national level circuit racing in New South Wales over a long period of time. From speaking up when something isn't quite right and working hard to improve the performance of the team, to always being professional and having the time to have some fun along the way, Alan has been a great mentor and trainer to many across a variety of roles. Constantly giving up his time for circuit racing, Alan is considered very dependable and has been a great support for the team over the years. Congratulations and well done, Alan. Our next Service Award winner is Helen Mulholland. Helen Mulholland first became involved in motorsport when she attended a rally at Black Springs as a spectator more than 30 years ago with her now husband, GWYN. After being introduced to the organisers of the event, she spent a cold, wet night in the forest at a control. Far from turning away from the sport, she found a new passion, which has continued to grow stronger over the years. Helen has had an enormous contribution as an official in all levels of motorsport, as well as sitting on the stewards panel, officiating panel, and the BLCC and other clubs. Helen has become a well-known and highly respected member of the officiating and motorsport community in New South Wales, whilst also serving as pit and service crew for GWYN's motorsport endeavours. A highly deserving recipient, and we are lucky enough to be able to hear from Helen herself.
I would like to thank Motorsport Australia for recognising me for the contribution made to motorsport in the last 30 plus years. I would also like to pay tribute to Bathurst Car Club, who I am a life member, and Gunnedah Motoring Enthusiast, Rally Raceway, Australian Historic Rally Group and Lithgow Car Club. I have devoted a lot of time in training and officiating at these clubs. I am a member of the State Stewards Panel and I have taken on the duty of duty steward for the Sydney Western area. Also I'm a member of the State Executive and the State Officiating Panel. I received telephone calls asking how these things should happen and what is the rule here. I believe this is an honour. I would also like to pay tribute to my mentors, Bob Cutler, Christine Bethwaite and Tiki Freezer. They made a big contribution to my motorsport. I would also like to tell you a story how I got involved with motorsport. When I met GWYN, I attended a rally at Black Springs. We were going to watch the rally, as I knew nothing. We walked into the Black Springs Hall, and GWYN was noticed by Tiki Freezer and Ken Smith, who came running. He introduced me to the organisers. The question was asked, what are we doing? We told her that we were here to have a look. The next minute we were on a finish point. I freaked out as I knew nothing. By the end of the night, I couldn't believe what I had done. It was a cold, wet night in the forest. A lot of water has flown under the bridge since then. I have been secretaries for club events, state rallies, state hill climbs over the years. My knowledge of Sunny Corner and the state forest. I have flagged trackside as well as steward at Oran Park, Sydney Motorsport Park, Wakefield. My visit to Phillip Island is one to remember, as we did recovery. I was a series steward for the state Carnacross and hill climb and have travelled a lot over the New South Wales. My visit to the Fink Desert race was also to remember. We went as service crew for a buggy but ended up in administration. I am delighted in receiving this award from Motorsport Australia. Thank you.
Our third and final service award winner is Les Taylor. Let's hear from Les, who has provided us with this message.
Hi, I'm Les Taylor of the Lithgow District Car Club, of which I joined in 1973. I was voted in as Treasurer in 1978, and I still hold that position 45 years later. When Liz Roberts left the Lithgow District Car Club in 1998, I took over the Secretary position and held it continuously until 2022, when I became Assistant Secretary. I was awarded life membership of the club in 1988. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Beach Thomas of Sydney, who worked with me from 1983 to reinstate the 40 Bends Hill Climb after its closure in 1974, or to find another venue for motorsport in the area. After a long battle, the Lithgow District Car Club finally purchased 18 hectares of land in Portland in 2008, and with President David Tutton and Jim Morgan, we set about to transform the site of an old quarry littered with tons of rubbish and blackberries into a multifunctional motorsport park in honour of long-serving Secretary Yvonne Martin. We erected over 1.5 kilometres of security fencing, sided club rooms and toilets, and a septic system, along with a multitude of other improvements. After expending over 20,000 hours of voluntary labour on the motorsport park, it was finally opened in 2021 with Motorcana and Carnacross events conducted. Many thanks also to the New South Wales Government, Paul Toole MP, Motorsport Australia, Lithgow City Council, Gerard Martin, Energy Australia, Henry Plant and Equipment Hire, and a host of other businesses for your much appreciated continued support. We hope to get hill climbing up and running in 2023 and rally sprints through this bush area in the future as well. I am truly humbled to receive this service award and very proud of our achievements to fully own this amazing motorsport venue. I really do enjoy my lifelong passion of motorsport and helping it grow. Thank you all so very, very much for this opportunity.
Congratulations to Les and all our Service Award winners. It's now my pleasure to announce this year's recipient of the Service Star Award. Introducing the first of 2 Service Stars for 2022, would you please congratulate GWYN MULHOLLAND. GWYN MULHOLLAND entered motorsport at the early age of 10 years old, where he would attend motorsport events to watch his mother and father compete. Of course, it came as no surprise that GWYN would want to compete at the age of 15, and soon enough, he was navigating for his father. For more than 60 years, GWYN has promoted and competed in motorsport, officiating in many disciplines along the way, something he continues to do to this day. GWYN is a past member of the State Council, State Executive, Rally Panel, and currently sits on the Hill Climb Panel. He has also been a series steward for 3-year terms for state hill climbs, rally sprints and Carnacrosses. A career well deserving of this award. Let's hear from GWYN.
It is my honour to receive this award and a tribute to my 60 years of Motorsport Plus Now, I have competed in events from one end of Australia to the other, including national and international events. I have officiated at the World Rally Championship. I've had many major achievements in my motorsport career. I've been a series steward, I've been as lowly as a road control on a thing, and as per my vest, I have been also an SOS member of the World Rally Championship crew. I have this vehicle that I'm with, just as a point of interest, is a Group G rally car from the 1970s, and I've kept it as close to original as is possible. It still has navigational gear, it still has the roll bar, and it is a very, very well prepared car under the skin. And this is just one of the cars that I have driven over the years. I bought it after the days and resurrected it, but I have since run it in a couple of events reasonably successfully. Now, I have many people to thank for this award, and they are too numerous to mention. I have made many friends, both in the CAMS world, some of whom are unfortunately departed, and also now in the Motorsport Australia world. I continue, even at my age, to be competing. Most recently, I finished second outright in class and fifth outright in a carnicross at Lithgow prior to Christmas. I have helped out with many clubs. I have approved S1 rally sprint tracks at Rally Raceway and helped in their construction with Chris Piggott, the owner. But most of all, I guess, I owe as much as anything for the past 30 years to my wife, Helen, who has been the mainstay, and also tonight, I believe, is receiving an award. And in that respect, it's very good to receive this particular award, as I did receive a service award back in 2011. I also received an Official of the Year award in 2000. So I've been very fortunate to be recognised in my duties with Motorsport Australia, which I continue to contribute to. And I would like to thank Motorsport Australia for considering me for this award.
Thank you, Gwyn. And our last Service Star recipient, Marion Baxter. Marion's dedication to the off-road and New South Wales State Off-Road Panel is second to none. Marion has a passion for the sport and is always making sure competitors and clubs operate online with the required regulations, as well as single-handedly organising the state presentation dinners. She is the first point of call for the off-road community when it comes to the organisation of events or any matters related to Motorsport Australia. Marion also plays a major part with her unmatched dedication to the Hunter Valley Off-Road Association over many years. Let's hear from Marion in this special video message she has provided for us tonight.
Hi, I have been asked to do a short message in regard to my being awarded the Motorsport Australia Service Award. I really don't like doing this, but I appreciate it very much, and I'm honoured to receive it, and thank you to those persons that feel that I am worthy of such an award. I've been involved in the motorsport of off-road for about 40 years. When Milbrodale Mountain Classic the track was first founded by Ian Headley, Bob Stansfield and the property owners, the Smiths families, and our family has been involved in preparing the track, working at the track, doing all the official paperwork, which I am secretary of and have been since 1992. We are also, Graham and I, do a lot with the other tracks. If anyone needs a hand, we're always prepared to go and help officiate at any venue that is required extra help. We also, Graham races super sprints, so I help out with the Newcastle MG Car Club as an official when they run their events. I've served on the state panel for numerous years, and I'd just like to finish off and say thank you to those who nominated me for this special award. It is greatly appreciated, but we all do a job due to no one actually really wanting to do it, the younger generation. We need more younger volunteers. Thanking you.
Nice work, Marion. To finish off the awards this evening, it is my pleasure to officially announce our State Official of the Year. New South Wales, would you please join me in congratulating your Official of the Year, Rob O'Toole. Over the past 30 years, Rob has given more than his fair share of time as a steward, clerk of course and scrutineer to help his club and others run events. Also a rally rego inspector and off-road scrutineer, Rob quite often travels up the coast to do inspections in his own time to help better the sport. He has been a steward for supercars, the Asia Pacific Porsche Cup and the Bathurst 12 Hour, as well as off-road, race meets, rally, hill climbs, cross-country rally, Motorcana and Kana Cross. He also directed a number of rallies for the Nissan Datsun Club, as well as many other disciplines for the Central North Coast Sporting Car Club. Rob has a willingness to help out at short notice when called upon, and has also represented the Fiat Club of New South Wales and the Central North Coast Sporting Car Club at State Council for many years. Let's hear from Rob now.
Good evening, everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank Jeffrey Williamson and my daughter Michelle for the nomination of New South Wales State Motorsport Official of the Year. And also a huge thanks to Andrew Fraser and the Board of Motorsport Australia for the unanimous decision to bestow this award upon me. Who would have thought as a green 16-year-old 42 years ago, I would still be involved in the sport on a daily basis. I've met a lot of interesting people through the journey and made a lot of great friends. I also need to thank my poor late wife Annette for pushing me to become a steward way back 30 years ago, and to Judy Humphries for the mentorship and guidance over the period of time. My motorsport passion continues to today with current involvement with the State Stewards Panel, State Rally Panel, the State Executive, also the Historic Registration and Rally Registration Schemes. Also, I need to thank the Fiat Club of New South Wales Rally Raceway, the Central North Coast Sporting Car Club, and the list goes on. Once again, thank you to everyone.
Congratulations and well done on a wonderful career spanning many decades, Rob. Congratulations to all our winners tonight. There are many extremely talented individuals in New South Wales and the ACT. Now, if you've missed any of these awards this evening, I am pleased to say these award ceremonies will be available to watch on demand at any time on the Motorsport Australia website, as well as the Motorsport Australia YouTube channel. A special thank you to the Motorsport Australia team behind the scenes who worked so hard to put this evening together. From me, Cameron Vanden Dungen, it's been a pleasure to be your host this evening, and a hearty congratulations to all our award winners, those who were nominated for awards and those nominating. It's been a terrific start to the year and we can't wait for plenty more motorsport action in 2023. On behalf of everyone at Motorsport Australia, a very good night to you all and we'll see you soon.